I think one of the dumbest arguments on the internet, or just in total, is which OS, which operating system is better over some other operating system. Now, let me explain why I think this is the stupidest argument. So the first reason why is because a user never actually interacts with their operating system. An operating system is a bridge between the software and the hardware. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you're running Chrome. You're just looking at the internet, you're doing your thing, and you're opening more and more tabs, and you're switching between them frequently. So your computer has to be able to keep up with all of these tabs and continue refreshing them. As you're using Chrome and you're opening these tabs and refreshing the old ones, it's saying, I need more RAM, I need my CPU to run harder and to continue making calculations, and I need to be able to store, X amount of data permanently. So where does it go? Well, what happens is your OS, your operating system, takes those requests by, in this case, Chrome, and then sends that information to your hardware, which will then do the necessary processes. The hardware will do the calculations, the storing, the whatever, will give it back to the operating system, and the operating system will then give that information to the application that is being used. Let's imagine for a moment that you didn't have an OS, because there were early forms of computers that did not have operating systems. You would have to be a coding wizard to make it work. You would have to input code just for the simplest tasks to be performed and to be performed correctly. Your OS steps in for you to do literally everything, not just working between your applications and the hardware, but it's also what allows you to see on your monitor, interact with your keyboard and type, as well as be able to move your mouse and have an interactive platform with it. Your operating system, of course, because it has to be the bridge between applications and hardware, is also what allows you to run multiple apps at the same time, and is what decides what is given priority so that they don't run into each other and have conflicts about one app saying, well, I want this now, and another app saying the exact same thing. The OS will say, okay, I know you both want information, now which one's more important? It makes that determination. Basically, an operating system is something that allows any person, regardless of computer experience, to be able to use a computer in a functional manner, but that also doesn't interrupt whatever the computer needs and allows the computer as well to run as smoothly as possible. So I hope you now at least kind of somewhat see why this argument is dumb. And most people, when they're debating which operating system is better, they're debating the user interface. And if you ask someone who's passionate about either Windows or Mac OS, for an example, they'll say, well, when I use the other one, it's just everything's in the wrong spot. Define wrong spot. On Windows, that's where it's supposed to be, and on Mac, that's where it's supposed to be as well. They're just two different spots. Thank you so much for watching, and I want to know, do you have a preference on which operating system you use? Are you a Linux user if you don't use Mac or Windows? And why do you choose to use that operating system? Thank you so much again for watching. Have a great day.